Hey guys, good afternoon. I hear you guys had tacos for lunch. And nachos, and lots of them, I hope. So it's, you know it's hard to be a speaker right after lunch, and you know why, right? Everybody's full, everybody's tired, everybody wants to take a little nap, but you know who's probably going to have the harder job? I'll wake you up if you go to sleep. You know who's going to have the harder job tomorrow, because tonight I'm sure you guys are going to get good rest, and then tomorrow after lunch, it's going to be tough. So everybody's from Merced, Turlock, where else? Atwater, where? Mexico. Yeah? Where? Dos Palos, good. Well, listen, my name's Chris, and you guys get to put up with me for the next 45 minutes or so, and I'm not just going to speak. We're going to thank you. At least one person. There you go. Yeah, I've got money. Yeah, I've got money. But I'm not giving it away. Yeah, I hear you.
I don't even have money.
Huh?
No, I don't.
Yeah. That was just a five, but it could be one of yours by the end of the day. I've got lots of candy and chocolate, a little bit of money. I work at Merced College. I'm Vice President of Student Services, and I get to work with some of the folks that's involved in your program here. And I understand you've got two days of packed fun. And what I'm going to talk about is the word resilient. And I'm not even going to ask you what that means yet, but I thought maybe we'd do our own little science experiment for a second. So I need a volunteer. Come on. I'm gonna need a couple volunteers, so just be ready. I'll ask for another one in just a second. So what's your name? Pablo. Who? Pablo, go stand on the stage. Yeah, jump up there, good. All right, so we're just gonna do a science experiment, and we're gonna, you guys stand at the edge of the stage. I'm not gonna ask you to jump though. We're just gonna do a science experiment. Pablo's gonna drop the ball. I want you to tell me if you think it's going to bounce, whether you think it's going to bounce kind of low or high, or if you think it's just going to fall flat. And if you think it's going to fall flat, I want you to tell me if you think it's going to break or not. Okay? So the first one, what do we got? Easy one. Well, it's a bouncy ball, but what's it going to do? Hold it, Pablo. It's going to bounce. It's going to bounce high or low? About me. So right here. I'm gonna let him drop it as high as he can. So as high as you can get that. Make sure you hit the carpet. Let's see what you got. Okay. All right. So about as high as the stage, right? Good. All right. Somebody else come up. Remember that one. Yeah. Let's go with yellow shirt in the back. You. It's all you. Take it. Huh? No, we're not going to get through all of you. Hurry up. Run up. You got this. All right, there you go. Jump on stage. Who's next? Who's going to volunteer next? You're going to be next, so just hang tight. All right. Okay, so bounce high or low, or is it going to fall flat? This one's going to fall flat? It's going to fall flat. It's going to bounce high. Someone said fall flat. Anybody bounce low? Okay, Pablo, where are you at? Where's Pablo? Oh, there you go. Thank you for volunteering. Got lots of chocolate, and I'm not allowed to bring it home. All right. Milen? Milen.
Tell me blue.
Blue. Blue in a yellow shirt. So you can throw that one down. You can drop it, whatever you want to do. All right. That was a good one. All right. There you go, Milen. There you go. Thank you, Blue. All right. What's your name? Matthew. Okay, jump up on the stage. All right, that's good. All right. No egg. Okay. Huh? It's a bouncy ball. No, it's a piece of fruit. What's it gonna do? Just gonna fall. You think it's gonna bounce? Bounce low, fall flat. Let's see what you got. Drop it high. Make sure you hit the bag, though. I don't want you to see Merced Matt. Oh, fell flat. Just a little seed over there. All right, fell flat. Good. Okay, who's next? All right. What's it going to do? Okay, it's going to fall flat. And what else? You sure? 100%? I don't know. So drop it on the center for me. What's your name? Christian. Christian, drop it on the center. I don't want you to see Merced mad at me. On the center, on the center. Up, it broke. You were right. You got it. That one cracked. Good. Here you go, Christian. It's all you. Oh, jump, man. Come on up. All right, jump over here. This one's falling flat. It's going to bounce low. All right, let's see. What's your name? Reggie, come on over here. Drop it as high as you can. All right. That was good, Reggie. Have a seat. Reggie, you get the roll of toilet paper. I'm just kidding. You get, yeah. There you go, Reggie. Okay, let's do one more. Come on up. Do one more. All right, what's the light bulb going to do? How many of you say it's going to fall flat? Raise your hand. How many of you say it's going to bounce? Raise your hand. How many of you say it's going to crumble? Shatter. Okay, all right, let's see. Let's don't do it on the plastic. Let's do it over here. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to hold it with 2 fingers. Right where I've got it, though, okay? All right, don't drop it yet. 2 fingers. You can hold it up higher if you want. A little bit lower. A little bit lower. Okay, here we go. On the count of 3, everybody help me. 1, 2, 3.
What did I say?
One person said it didn't break. What's your name? Arlen. Arlen? All right, good job, Arlen. Arlen, you get one. You said it wouldn't break. You're the only one. You're the only one. Okay, so let's talk about it for a second. Let's talk about it. We did an egg, a tomato, a bouncy ball, another bouncy ball, a roll of toilet paper, and a light bulb. Why did some of them bounce and some of them just fall flat?
Because some are heavy enough, or they have a shell that is not made for bounce.
Okay. So some of them were heavier, which made them bounce. Some of them had a tougher outer shell on them. Good. Okay, so the material?
I was going to say they have different materials.
Yeah, they have different materials. What's your name? Emily, good. They have different materials. That's all right. It's just water. No big deal. It's hot. It's hot. What were you going to say? Say it real loud so everybody can hear you.
Well, I was going to say it had to do with the math and the material.
Yeah, so some of it has to do with the mass, some of the material. Some of it was the way some of you dropped it, right? So if you would have dropped it this way, I bet it would have broken. I bet it would have broken. Yeah, that's possible. It's very true. No. So some things bounce, some things don't. What do we call that?
Resilient.
So, well, yeah, we'll talk about resiliency. What about us? What about us? So let me ask you this. And when I ask a question, we're just going to talk the whole time. So when I ask a question, make sure you hear the answer, and then we'll keep rolling, okay? So what about us? Why is it sometimes we bounce on some things and we fall flat on others? And let me start by asking this. How many of you have been in a situation where you've bounced and you just kept on trucking? Raise your hand. Something kind of knocked you down and you just kept on bouncing and made it through. And then how many of you have been in a situation where you were faced with a challenge or an obstacle and you just fell flat? You kind of crumbled a little bit. Yeah, me too. Me too. Actually, a lot of times I've been in that situation. So why? In life, why is it that sometimes we bounce, sometimes we fall flat? Someone tell me. Someone who hasn't answered. Someone who hasn't answered. Have you answered? Yeah? Go ahead. Let me hear you. Say it really loud. That's okay. You said something and you were talking about physical, but you're right. She said, what's your name? Kelly, sit up. You're okay. That was a good answer. Kelly said sometimes you lose balance. And she might have been talking about physical balance, but sometimes in life, do we lose balance of what we're doing? Do we lose control of things that we're trying to balance in our lives? You ever had tons of homework to do and chores to do, or something that you have to take care of that you haven't taken care of and you're balancing all that? So that's right, you do. You lose balance. Good. You got one. Let's hear it. Yeah. All right, sometimes to balance, some things are harder to accomplish than others. Good. Yeah. So sometimes it's your environment that you're around, right? The people you're around, the environment, the home that you're in. So good. Here, what's your name? Tito, you get a kiss from me? What do you got? Listen up, guys. Listen real closely.
When you said environment, another thing that helps, doesn't really help. I don't even know how to explain it. A reason why it also could be that the bulb didn't break is when it dropped, because the floor, it's carpet and it's not
Yeah, kind of like the environment thing. That in life, our environment, the softer we land sometimes. And you know what? As people, as humans, we can make things softer for others, right? Or how we approach it, our perspective can make it softer. And then also, what about the light bulb? What's this? Okay, in life, what do we have to have? What's it? Well, don't think of it as a light bulb. What's at the bottom of this? Metal. And so it landed on what part? Which is kind of like a strong supporter, strong foundation. That's all part of it. So here's what we're going to do. So I've got just a little bit of time with you guys, and we're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to talk about the word resilience, which another word for resilience could be bounce. But we're going to talk about how we bounce in life and the different things that we're kind of facing and struggles. You guys think you have to face any type of struggles or battles in life? All the time. All the time. So we're going to talk about some of those. We're going to talk about what gets in the way, the things that get in the way of us in life and other people and things that are out of our control. We're going to talk about some of that. And then we're going to end by talking about something very brief, the ABCs of being resilient. All right, so I've got a question. I'm not going to make you go past C, so you're good. A, B, or C. That's it. That's it. So question. Who's that guy? Who said me? Does anybody know who that guy is? It is not me. Thank you. Thank you. Good answer. You get a Rolo for that. All right, so listen, it's clearly this isn't going to be as easy as I thought. Have you guys ever heard of a guy named Bill Gates? All right, that's Bill Gates. And the cool, what did Bill Gates do? Does anybody know?
He made movies?
Say it again? He made Microsoft. So any of you ever sat at a computer? Does that sound like a really silly question? Because when I was a kid, and a lot of people in the back of the room were kids, we didn't sit down at a computer because this guy really hadn't invented what we use and the software system that we use in computers today. So Bill Gates. The cool thing about Bill Gates is he created his first invention that he created. He couldn't get one investor to touch it. In fact, they all said it was horrible. And him and his partner tried to sell it to every person they could get a hold of, and everybody said, this is a horrible product. We don't want to touch it. What would have happened if he stopped then? We wouldn't have technology as we know it today, because he made a huge difference in what we do every single day. All right, now I hope maybe you'll get some of these guys. I don't know. If not, I'll help you. Who's that? Hey, what? You haven't said anything. What is it? What's your name? Who? Nevaeh. Who is that? Okay, it's Albert Einstein. Good, good. So that's a good one. You did good. All right, you don't know who Bill Gates is, but you know Albert Einstein. That's good. That's good. What does anybody know? Now this is a tougher one. Does anybody know anything about Albert Einstein? He's a genius. Raise your hand for me, because I know there's a lot of you. Okay, so he was in elementary school. A lot of his teachers kind of thought he was a dud. He didn't talk very much, and when he did, he kind of went on these weird conversations. And in fact, for the first 3 or 4 years of his life, he didn't talk at all. But what do you have to say about him?
He made electricity.
He didn't make electricity, but he did create a very important theory. Do you know? NC squared? I'll help you out. It's okay. It's a theory of relativity. But listen, here's the deal. The thing is, one of the smartest men that ever lived started off by people thinking he wasn't very smart. But was he? Incredibly. Good. All right, who's this? Wait, time out. Raise your hand, raise your hand. Up. Sorry, I'm just going through these two. Who is it? Very good. What's your name? Huh? Mercedes. That was really good. So Mercedes is Bethany Hamilton. What can you tell us about her? Yeah, so her and her family, I think, live in Hawaii. Hawaii? Listen closely, and we're going to zip through these. We got plenty of time for you guys to get candy, I promise you. So her and her family lives in Hawaii, and she was a surfer from a young age. The entire family was, actually. And one day when surfing, a great white bit her arm off. Now listen, did she quit surfing? Does anybody know? No. She didn't quit surfing. In fact, she was back on a surfboard within 1 month of having her arm bitten off. 1 month. The wound wasn't even completely healed. She was back on the surfboard, right? And then she won a national championship in surfing with one arm, right? That's pretty cool bounce, huh? That's a good bounce. Let's see who's next. Oh, this is a tough one. The movie was about it. It was about it. It happened before that. Anybody know who this is? Any adults know who this is? Say it real loud. Richard Branson. Does anybody know who Richard Branson is? That's not my dad. I kind of wish he was. That's not Miley Cyrus's dad either. No, no. So who can tell me about him? He is. He's kind of a billionaire. Have you heard about, listen to this, have you heard about the latest journey to get people like me and you to go travel out of space for tourism? This is the guy that's behind it. So he created Virgin Atlantic and Virgin American Airlines, and now he's got Virgin Galactica, and he is just a brilliant businessman, millions of dollars. In elementary school, he was diagnosed as dyslexic. And so he saw words backwards. He couldn't read very well. And he did really, really poor on all the tests in school. All the time. All through school. Grade school, middle school, high school. But what he says is that he really plowed through with the power of personality, and he found a way to balance it. So, pretty good bounce. All right, who knows this person? We know a little bit about Oprah Winfrey. One, she's one of the most powerful women in the entire world. She's one of the most influential women in the entire world. She's one of the wealthiest people, not man or woman, one of the wealthiest people in the world. She does incredible humanitarian efforts. She had the most popular talk show ever in the history of our country. And she went through quite a bit. Does anybody know some of the challenges that Oprah went through? Go ahead. You know any? Okay. Anybody know any? Go ahead. Yeah, her first job of broadcasting, she was told she wasn't good enough. And so they said they didn't want her. And then when she was a young child, she was subject to lots of abuse as a child. And she had to deal with constant abuse of her uncle. And she found ways to overcome that, to do all those wonderful things that she's dealt with. Who knows who this is? No. It's not Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln's dead.
Who? Annie from the movie? Okay, all right. It's not Annie, I don't think. Anybody? The older man. The older man. It's not Kennedy. He is a president. He is a president.
I was thinking Ronald Reagan, but no.
Not George Bush. Does anybody know? Roosevelt. It was President Roosevelt. Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So listen. This man became one of the most influential presidents of all time. He's well known today. At the age of 39, he was diagnosed with polio. So he became partially paralyzed at the age of 39. Later in life, he became fully paralyzed, but he still was the leader of the nation, the leader of the free world, really, and became our president. Who knows this guy?
Oh my God. Jim Carrey.
Who knows that hasn't said anything? Go. I saw you raise your hand over here. Who is it? Oh, it's Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey. So have you seen any of Jim Carrey's movies?
Yeah, The Mask.
The Mask, Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber 2, Dumb and Dumber, The Mask, all of them. You're right, all of those. So this guy's as you know, he's an incredibly talented comedian. He's made some of the best movies. He can make us laugh a lot. By the age of 15, he quit school. At the age of 15, he quit school. Now, he doesn't advise us to quit school, but he said he had to take care of his family because his dad didn't have a job, his mom, and so he did that. But did he let it define him? He didn't let him define him. Does he have a lot of money now? Yes. Is it still important to stay in school? Yeah. Would he tell you that? Yeah. Yes, but he was able to come it, so quite a good bounce there. Who's that? Who is someone that hasn't answered? Someone who hasn't answered. You've answered. Jay-Z. What's your name? Skylar? Yep, it's Skyla. So yeah, it's Jay-Z. There you go, Skylar. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so he's married to Beyonce. What does he do for a living?
He raps.
He's a rapper. But do you know that the first time he tried to have a record label, that almost every major and minor label company, record label company, declined him over and over again? Today, then he started his own. So he decided, okay, I'll just start my own because I can do that. And today he's worth over $500 million because of the efforts and the bounce. So what do all of them have in common? You guys know who that is? Yeah, you know who that is too.
He played in 2.5 Men.
Simon Cowell lost everything. He didn't play 2.5 Men though. He lost everything, was able to come back. Does anybody know who that is? There's a big movie out right now in the movie theaters. What is it? Jurassic World, creator of Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, Titanic, Steven Spielberg. I don't know what's going on with the kid there. So what do they all have in common? They had to what? Okay. All right, so I want you to say a few words for me. Repeat it back to me. They had bounce. Just the word, bounce. Resiliency. Resilience. Yeah. Don't worry about the kid. It's not part of the story. Don't worry. So let's read it together. The definition of resilience, okay? Ready? Go. The ability of a substance or object to spring back into shape, elasticity. Okay, so that's the basic kind of boring definition that things will bounce back if we throw them, right? So that's the resiliency and those. Let's read the next one. The capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, toughness. What did those people do? They recovered from? Lots of difficulties, lots of toughness. And then read the last one with me. Response to a challenge. Everybody say that. Response to a challenge. That's my watered down version of what resiliency is. It's our ability to respond to a challenge. So here's what I want you to do. I want everybody's going to take one arrow, take an arrow, and then pass it down. Take an arrow, pass it down. Pass it back, pass it around, pass it down. Take one arrow, pass it down. Pass it back and around. Do it quickly, do it quickly. Yeah.
I have a question to ask you.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey playing Liar Liar?
Yeah, he did. He did. You got it. Okay, and then I want you to make sure everybody gets one marker, and I want you to make sure everybody gets a marker for me. Yeah, just give everybody one marker. Theodore Roosevelt. Theodore. Yeah.
His dad was Theodore, right?
Yeah. You know your presidents.
His dad was the one that he liked hunting. His dad
Yeah.
since he was a kid.
Yeah.
And he always wanted to shoot a bear.
Yeah.
And the people that worked for him
Yeah.
captured one and tied it to a tree.
Uh-huh.
Let all the trees. He wouldn't do it, so
Yeah.
he kept the bear as a pet, and that's why we have teddy bears now.
That's cool. Very cool. All right, does everybody have an arrow? Everyone has an arrow. And if you got extra, whoever has the extra, bring it up to me. We got extra arrows? Or pass it back to someone in the back with one of the black shirts on. Everybody get one? Did everybody get a marker? If not, you're going to share with someone. Here, just grab one. Grab one quickly. Here, you get pink. And you guys are going to share. And okay, you two are going to share. You and her are going to share. You guys need more?
You're the best.
Share. Thank you, sir. Ready? You got one? Marker? All right, you guys are just going to share. Pass one down, share. Here you guys go. Good. Okay, here's what I want you to do. We need more markers. Anybody need a marker? All right, you guys can share. Here's what I want you to do on the top of your arrow. On the top of your arrow. So let's see. Let me get an arrow that's whole. Right on the very top, I want you to put your first name. Your first name on the top of your arrow. Just first name. Your first name on the very top. Okay? What? If you have a pen, you can use a pen. I don't care. Absolutely. So you got your name on the arrow, and then somewhere underneath your name on the bigger part, I want you to write the definition that works for you. So if it's respond to a challenge, that's what resilient is. I want you to put resilient, ability to respond to a challenge, or one of the others. Whatever definition works for you, put it on there. You get 1 minute, so write down your definition. One definition of resilience. Response to a challenge is fine with me. Good job, Michael. When you're done, take a little sniff of the marker. Smells like blueberries, oranges, bubble gum. Don't stick it up your nose. And don't eat it. I've tried that. It doesn't taste like it smells. I haven't. All right, you got your definition? Huh? I want you to keep the markers for a few minutes. But now that everybody's got a good whiff, put the cap back on. Put the cap back on the marker. Put the marker underneath your chair. It's on the bottom. That's right here. It's right here. It's all right. You're going to put it. All right. So we're going to come back to this. But what is resilience? It's a response to a? It's a response to a? Okay, so what's some challenges we face? Tell me. Tell me what's some of the challenges that we face every day. And I want you to listen carefully because we're going to write some of these down in just a moment. Nasty stuff. But yeah, you're right. We have to be resilient to those. Good. Say it real loud. Uh-huh. Yeah. Say it real loud. Yeah? Staying alive, you're right. Okay, listen, here's what I want you to do. I want you to put your arrow in your chair. I want you to stand up. So everything you have, I want you to leave where you're at. I just want you to stand up where you're at. Put your arrow where you can find it. Okay, you're standing up. All right, so here's what I want you to do. I'm gonna give you some general challenges that people have kind of responded to in life. Okay, general ones though. General ones. They're not necessarily ones you guys are facing. I'm gonna get up here. I know I'm really tall, but that way you can see me. Okay, so if you have responded to this challenge, I want you to go to this side of the room. If you haven't done this one, I want you to go to that side of the room. If you've ever climbed a mountain, so if you've climbed a mountain over here, if you haven't climbed a mountain over there. Quickly, you get 10 seconds each. 10 seconds each. All right. Oh, don't step on the egg. Hey, will someone wrap that up for me? Will you wrap that up for me? Just wrap the whole thing. Yeah. Wrap it. Perfect. Okay, where are you at? What's your name? Daniel, have you climbed a mountain? No. Over here. You're over here. No. Yes. No. Yes. Uh-oh. All right, that's up to you. You sit there if you want to. What was the question? Okay, ready? If you've biked more than 10 miles over here, if you haven't ever biked more than 10 miles over here. Biked, if you've been on a bicycle and gone more than 10 miles. 10 miles. If you have over there. If you have over there, if you have not over here. Not on the stage, on the wall. On the wall. Not on the stage, on the wall. So you guys have not? Okay. How about if you guys are deciding you're coming over? Have not? Okay. How about if you've studied all night for a test? If you've studied all night for a test over there, if you haven't over here. I'm changing it every time. You gotta listen. If you have studied all night over there. No studying? Just not all night. Yeah, just not all night. Okay, here you go. Listen up, listen up. If you've ever forgotten to wear deodorant. If you've ever forgotten to wear deodorant over here, if you have never forgotten deodorant over there. You've forgotten to wear deodorant before.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That just happened yesterday.
Just happened yesterday. You've never forgotten? Then you're over here. You're good. So you guys have never forgotten. I don't believe it. All right. All right, ready? One more. Listen closely. If you've ever eaten a whole pizza. If you've ever eaten a whole pizza over here. A whole pizza over here. If you have. A half a pizza in the middle. Neither over there. Yep. Sure. Sure. Okay. Okay, here we go. Listen closely. Listen closely. If you have ever had a sleepless night, if you've ever had a sleepless night, have a seat. If you've ever had a sleepless night, that's okay. Couldn't sleep. Just couldn't sleep. If you couldn't sleep that one night, have a seat.
What if you sleep?
Have a seat. Okay. Okay, most of us, right? Okay, so listen. Here's the rest of my list, and we're not going to go through it all. We won't go through all of it. If we have ever been knocked down in life by somebody else, with words or physically, Think about that for a second. Or if we've ever been made fun of. Or if we ever felt like we didn't belong. Or if we ever felt like we weren't good enough. Those are the other questions we could have asked. And I ask those questions because I've felt that way many times in life. When I felt like I didn't add up, or that I didn't fit in, or that I had an extra struggle or obstacle to get over that someone else didn't have to. And we all face those, no matter what our circumstances are, and they're called those obstacles, and we have lots of them, right? So what was that word that we're talking about? Resilience. And so that's what helps us get through those. So let's take a look at those for just a second. So I found just a little lead-in clip to this. Take a look. Yeah. Oh. I don't think I have internet. Okay, thanks. So while she connects that, I want to give someone a chance to win $5. Okay? So listen, if we have time and you listen closely, I might give more than one of you the chance to win $5, okay? All right? It's all according to if the first person wins it or not. So, what's your name? Brian? So Brian's going to get the first chance. So Brian, come up. So Brian, jump on stage. So Brian gets the $5 if he can jump over the $5 bill. Okay? That's all he's got to do. That's all he has to do is jump over the $5 bill. All right, so Brian, here's what I want you to do. There's your $5 bill. I want you to put both your toes up to the $5 bill. I want you to grab your toes. All you need to do is jump over the $5 bill and not let go of your toes. You got this? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was close. That's the closest I've seen. All right, good job, Brian. Get your piece of candy. Who has not volunteered? You haven't? Come on. You raised your hand. Right by Brian. Right by Brian. Come on up. What's your name? Huh? Upward? Oh, Albert. I thought you said upward. I thought that was super cool, but I like Albert too. All right, here's the rule. Toes to the $5 bill. And don't let go and jump over it. It's all you. 1, 2, 3. Oh, close, Albert. One more try. We'll let a girl try it out. You haven't done anything? You haven't? You have? All right, come up. And you. Come on. Yeah. Make it quick. Make it quick. Make it quick. You get to jump over. Sure, why not? Unless you win it first. If you win it first, I'm not putting another $5 bill down. All right. Here we go. Count with me. No excuses. Grab your toes. 1, 2, 3. Nope, they came off. You get a try. Good try. Get your piece of candy. All right, ready? Count with me. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so close. All right. Why? All right, so hear me out. Did we get internet? If not, it's okay. Why is it that obstacles are so tough? Why are they so tough in life? Why are they? Say one.
Okay, because you see how the obstacle is supposed to be tough for you. You pass that obstacle, if you have the same obstacle coming up to you next time, you already know what to do.
Okay, so you actually went a step further. You said that obstacles actually make us stronger, right? They make us stronger if it's all about our perspective, right? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to grab the arrow, and on the back of the arrow, I want you to write down 3 obstacles that you face. 3 of them. 3 obstacles that you face. Could be any 3. And you're not going to share it with anyone. It's your 3 obstacles, and no one's going to see it. So 3 obstacles that you face. Am I? Awesome, thank you. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'll come back when you wear pants, and I'll make sure you get to do it. Is that what you said? You want to be wearing pants to do it? What's the problem?
It's not fair because for the girls that are wearing shorts, we can't be like bending over to like touch our toes.
I gotcha. I know. That's just unfair. I'm cruel. Write down 3 obstacles. 3 obstacles. 3 obstacles. 3 things that are a challenge for you. Yeah, sure. But 3 things in life. 3 things in life that are a challenge for you. 3 things that you deal with in life that are challenging to you. 3 things. And then adults, I could use some, about 3 adults to help me for a moment. But don't all jump up at once.
Wait.
Tracy, you got me? How many of you got your 3 done? Raise your hand. 3 obstacles done. You got 30 more seconds. So I'm going to have them tape these up.
Okay.
I don't think it'll mess up the wall.
No.
Well, that has tape on it. So they'll come to you and get tape.
Okay.
Here's 2 already.
Oh, you want them rolled like that?
I don't care how they do it.
Okay.
1 piece is fine. They're just going to, you just need 1 piece rolled so they can tape it on the wall.
Okay, so just a bunch of little rolls.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I thought you were paying attention. Yeah, and just saying, okay, listen, here's what I want you to do. Here's what I want you to do, and I want you to do it quickly because I want you to have a break, unless you don't want a break today. Because I could go on and on. All right, so here's what I want you to do. If you've got your 3 obstacles, I want you to go to one of the adults that has the black shirt on, and they're going to give you a piece of tape. And listen, this is a critical point. I want you to listen closely to this. And this is the challenge to you. I want you to take your arrow. You're going to put tape on the back side where the obstacles are because no one's going to see them. They're your obstacles. But someone's going to see your name in the definition, right? So just the name. They're just going to see your name. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to put the arrow as high as you can possibly get it. That's all I'm asking. Just put it up as high as you can possibly get it. That's all anywhere on the wall. Anywhere on the wall. Okay? Hey, but listen, there is one caveat to that. There's one rule. I need you to be safe, okay? So nothing crazy. If I think it's unsafe, then it's an automatic veto, which means you can't do it, all right? So I want you to take your arrow, put it as high as you can, go back to your seat. Yeah?
Can they give it to me so
Nope, you've got to do it. Thank you. Here, if you need tape, come get it. You have to do it. No one else can do it for you. Shoot, I'm not very good at this.
Me neither.
Good? Yep. Good.
You're breathing on my shoulder. You need tape? It goes upside right? I did it upside down.
Good?
I need tape.
Okay. Yep. Good. Right row. All right, once you do that, have a seat. Once you do it, have a seat. Be safe. Come get another piece of tape. Be safe.
Which side? This side?
Yeah, you want another piece? Here, one more just in case. All right, make it quick and come back. Make it quick and come back. Uh-oh.
I think this is the first time ever someone's teeth fell off, huh?
Nah, it's all right. That's okay. What you got? Here we go. What is it?
Huh?
What is it? What's
I thought we...
You can't tell me?
Huh?
You can't tell me? I'm just kidding. Here, I won't look. I won't look. I won't look.
Can I get the tape?
It's all yours, yes.
I need to see more tape.
What in the world's going on with you guys?
Mine went down like, put your tape I went.
Grab the tape. Grab the tape. Don't leave it on there. Don't leave it on there. All right, have a seat. Have a seat. There you go. Just stretch as high as you can. Just stretch as high as you can and put it up. It's not a competition. Stretch as high as you can. Not a competition. Right here? Yeah. Just stretch as high as you can. It doesn't matter if yours is Lower than the other. Just leave it there. No big deal. Okay. We'll come back to that in just a moment, okay? All right, let's go back to where we were at. Okay. So how do we deal with those obstacles? ABCs. I can't get it to go. Oh, it's because I need the remote. The ABCs of resiliency, right? That's what I said we were going to talk about? So, all right, so let's end with this. All right, so I've got, what do I have? Well, just a rope. Just a rope. Doesn't mean it's for a dog. So I've got what? How many? I got 3 ropes. All right, so listen. So let's talk about adversity for a second. So what did we say? What we talked a little bit about in the beginning, resiliency can be coupled with adversity in a way. What is adversity? Huh? What is it? Anybody know? What is, who took my $5 bill up here?
You have it in your pocket.
Okay, making sure I still have it so we can talk about it in a second. So what is adversity? It's doing what?
Jumping over a $5 bill.
Adversity is dealing with the hurdles that we face. I'm not passing out money. Maybe, if we have time. So adversity is facing those challenges or those obstacles. All right, so that's going to be the first rope. We'll make that the red rope. Then the blue rope. That's blue. That's blue. Red, white, and blue, sure. Yeah, it's almost 4th of July. All right, so the blue rope will, wait, let's go to the middle. The middle rope will represent belief, because when we're facing adversity, if we have the belief to overcome those, we can. So we didn't talk a whole lot about that, but this model would say that when you face adversity, you get to that obstacle, that hurdle, whatever you're facing, before you can get to the end of it, you got to actually believe you can jump over that hurdle, right? And then the last one's what? Consequence, which I put the definition of consequence up there. It's a result or effect of an action. So it's what you get by believing in it and going full force, right? All right, so what's your name? Shwani? Grab the end. It's tight. It's tight. Tight? Okay. All right, let go. You got to let go of it. I didn't tell you, huh? All right, so watch. So as we look at this, these 3 areas, right? What were they again? You're gonna face what? You face adversity. You got to use belief to get there, and then the action is a consequence. Can it be a good consequence or a bad one? Could be good and bad according to how you go after. During the belief stage, do we make bad decisions that when we deal with adversity? And then do we make good decisions that can make life better? Who said, I think it was, what's your name again? Pablo? Pablo said earlier it's how you look at it, the perspective that you had, and then that may be the action, the point of view they have, right? So really what? These 3 things. All right, you ready? Help me? So watch. You're going to grab it for me again. So when you look at these 3 ropes, right? So resiliency, so when you do those 3 things, it makes it really tough for it not to work out in life. So you're going to face a lot. Hey, listen, we face a lot of challenges. All of us do. You guys are going to face a lot of challenges. But when you do that, it only makes you stronger. It's not 3 separate things. Deal? All right, so I'm going to leave you with one video.
Take it apart.
Then here, you hold it. I'm gonna leave you with one video, and then we're done. If it works, let's see. What money? Might not be strong enough. No, it's not. It's not vital. It's okay. But I do see. Oh, I don't know what that is. That's okay. All right. Well, we're going to end with that. Tell me those three one more time. The video is not as important. The A is what? The B is what? And we do those two things. It goes hand in hand with the action we get out of it when you face those. So, throw me my rope. Who answered a question and didn't get anything earlier today? A question. Someone said they had a question. What was it? Say it loud.
Okay, see, should we go to the first one, the second one, the third one? You see how the last one is consequences, but sometimes it's a reverse. Sometimes you get the consequences first. Then last is those two.
Like what? What do you mean, Pablo?
I'm trying to say, like, they will tell you the consequences. They will tell you the consequences, and then those two will be next. And that's how you know.
So someone might tell you what the consequences are,
Yes.
what you might get out of it,
Yes.
but you don't actually face the action until the end.
Yes.
Right? Then you go. Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, guys, thank you so much. Bring me your markers. Oh, wait, we're not done. I'm sorry. The arrows. We're not done. Hold on. Leave your stuff here out. We got to end with this. You got to bear with me for just a second. So you got these arrows up here. Here's what I want you to end with. I want you to do this and then go back to your seat. I want you to go to your arrow, and I want you to put it higher. I want you to go to your arrow, put it higher, and come back. Make it quick. Bring me your markers. Once you do that, have a seat. You got to be safe. Don't get on the bars. Don't get on the chairs. Yes. Yes, and I don't want you to hurt anything. Huh? No, it's okay. Have a seat. Yeah, you got it. That's okay. Have a seat. That's okay. That's good. Have a seat. Have a seat. Yeah.
The highest point in the room, so we're going up.
Oh, you're right. That's a good point.
Look at mine, it's in the very back.
That's a good point. All right, have a seat. Okay, all right. That's all right. Leave it alone. Have a seat. How many of you were able to get your arrow higher? Why didn't you put it that high the first time? Somebody didn't try. Someone didn't think about it. Someone didn't try that hard. What else? Any other reasons? Huh? So bottom line, sometimes we don't do things unless we measure it against ourselves, or we push ourselves, or we tell ourselves we can do it. Or we tell ourselves we can do it a little bit better than the last time. And that goes with those obstacles you had. If you're facing them, just know that even when the hard times come around, you can push yourself a little harder to get through those, right? So very good. So thank you guys. Thanks, Kevin, for having me. Cool socks, super cool socks. That's what I have on. I call them happy socks. Yeah. Yeah, I call them happy socks. Cool man socks.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you're good. Take over.
So, who knows what time it is